Hello, everyone. My name is India Bell, and I chose to do my research project on homelessness. I chose homelessness because honestly, we see it every day. I mean, whether it's we're getting off the freeway, we're leaving our jobs inside of a plaza, outside of the food market, the gas station, everywhere we go, there's always someone or a family, or just homeless people everywhere. I mean, LA is a very large city, and there's over 82,000 people alone in the city of LA who are homeless. And it's like, you'll never really know how many people are homeless. You just know that there's a lot of homeless people until you do the research and you find out all the statistics and stuff like that. Then you'll actually know. But I myself, I volunteer at churches, to feed the homeless. I do, community work, to help out the homeless, whether it's food giveaways or we're giving away clothing. I always try to, put forth an effort to help those in need. I felt like this was a touching project for me because a lot of my family members have became homeless, not because of they wanted to, but because the loss of their job, and that's like the number one cause of why people are homeless. They lose their job, and they can't afford to, pay rent and, live the life every day, so it's just like they have no other choice but to be homeless. And not even homeless to where it's like, oh, they're sleeping on the street, it's homeless to where they have no they don't have their own house, so they rely on shelters, or whether it's them sleeping at a motel. I mean, it's not like your average homeless person, that's not something your average homeless person would do, but it's still, they don't have a roof over their head, something to call home, so therefore they're homeless. And as I was doing the project, I felt like, really touching, because it's like there's so many people alone in LA, not even mentioning, other parts of the world who are homeless. And it's just like, as an American, as Americans, we feel like everything has to be handed to us. We're so privileged, and it's like we never stop to, sit and realize like, wow, we really have a lot, and we're really, privileged and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, we're not thankful enough, basically. And I just thought that this project, by researching it, I would, help out others who don't know that much about homeless. You know what I'm saying? So as I was doing the project, I found out that homelessness is everywhere. And majority of the people who are homeless are single parents raising about 3 to 4 kids on their own, going from shelter to shelter. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but shelters are not just where you can just go, and it's the life. No, shelters are not like that. So many bad things happen within the shelters. There's rape victims. You can get killed there. It's so unsafe. They steal your things. There's so much crime within being homeless. A lot of the people who are homeless end up dead. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's not safe at all. It's not safe at all. The people who are homeless, they end up dead. They end up killing people because they're trying to survive off what that person has. Or, and then it's a lot of the times it's children, young children, who are going from home to home and from shelter to shelter. And it's just like, and they're not even in school getting an education, and it just breaks my heart to see stuff like this happening. Don't get me wrong. There are some people who are homeless that actually have, something to come home to. There are people out here who panhandle. There are. For example, at my job, I work in a plaza, and there's always this homeless couple. They come and they sit with their little homeless sign, and it says like, oh, we're homeless, if you can help us, da 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 da, we have 2 children to raise, we have no job, and they're just giving this sob story and whatever. And I see a lot of people come and they always give them money, they buy them food, because there's also like a Panda, a Wingstop, Smart and Final, Subway. So they have a lot of different options. And I mean, honestly, like, if you think about it, usually those who stand out, asking for money, they know where to stand out, like where a bank is, So it's like they have no other option but to get money because they're standing outside of a bank. And it's just like, it's both sides. It's two sides of the story. It's like you want to help because you feel like they are really homeless, and then it's like you don't want to help because they might not be, and it's just like you'll never know. I had a time where I had seen a homeless guy standing outside, and it was about winter time or whatever, late December, and it was cold, and it was about like 5:30 in the morning, and I was dropping my mom off at work, and a homeless guy was sitting on the curb, and he was like, oh, ma'am, can you, spare some change? And I was just like, no, I can't, but I can go in the donut shop and, get you a coffee, it's cold, you know what I'm saying? So I went in the donut shop, and I got him some coffee and some donuts. And as I was walking out, I gave it to him, and he set the coffee down and the donuts and was like, no, thank you, and he walked away. So ever since then, I kind of felt some type of way towards homeless people. Well, not homeless people in general, but those kind of homeless people who sit out and, panhandle in front of stores, because it's like, if you're homeless, you're going to take whatever's given to you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you seen me walk into the store, go get it and bring it to you. It's not like I went to my car and I went to go get it. It, came from somewhere. So it's not like I did anything to it. So I just kind of felt some way because I just feel like, if you're really homeless and somebody's willing to help you, you're supposed to, take that helping hand, And I just felt like if you're homeless, someone who doesn't have it or, is in need of it is going to take it regardless of whether it's some change or $1 or a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? If you have no food or no place to sleep, then you're going to take it. And then I just feel like there's always two sides, Within me doing the project, I did learn a lot. I learned a lot because homeless, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's just getting out of hand because the economy, the society, there aren't many jobs, it's just a lot going on. And all that plays a part within, being homeless. You have domestic violence that happens within homelessness. That is that leads into domestic violence. Being homeless leads into domestic violence. Being homeless leads into homicides and killings and murders and all that other stuff. There's so many people who die every day from being homeless. It's just out of control. The gun control, everything plays a part into each other. Everything does. Being homeless, not having a job, poverty, a lack of housing, lack of jobs, all that has a lot to do with homelessness. And I just feel like we need to put forth an effort, whether it's just, giving someone 30 cents or on your spare day going to a church, or, they always have something within the community or the city that's to help out those in need. And I just feel like we should because we're very privileged, we're very blessed. I'm pretty sure everybody in this class has a roof over their head and food on the table to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we should help out. And yeah, that's the end of my project. And I thank everybody for listening and watching, and I hope you guys take into consideration of what I had to say. Thank you.